Sean Sewell with Engearment.com, and behind me is a Sprinter 144 2500 4x4 from Adventure Wagon. They took a Sprinter van, added a bunch of accessories, and each one of those accessories I will put in a line item below so you can see this build and how it's customizable. And my goal is to make this very approachable. My background, if you're new to this channel, I'll fill you in quickly. I'm an avid outdoorsman. I camp twice a week, year-round, tent-based, bivvy-based, and rooftop tent-based. I am not a van life person yet. So my goal is, with this review video, is to show the van life curious person, perhaps yourself, what van life options are out there, how they work, and hopefully make sense for you. There's a lot to cover in this. It's gonna be a long video, and I'll try and break up the segments into multiple parts so we can do the outside, the features, the inside, the adjustability, and how you can customize it on their website. It's a really cool feature they have built out to make it really easy to navigate, and I'll include that link below as well. So get a drink and let's get into this. Starting with the outside. What you see here is a 144-inch base. That is the smaller of the four options they do. It is based off the Mercedes Sprinter. It's a 2020 year Mercedes Sprinter van, 2500. So that's going to be a diesel engine with a turbo, which is enough power to get this van up and down the mountains. We're based out here in Colorado, and I just zipped up I-70 in the fast lane, passing people with this van with all the gear inside of it. That was pretty encouraging. I averaged about 14 miles per gallon on the way up and about 25 miles per gallon on the way down. It's my first time using diesel, so I was pretty impressed with those results. And there's a lot more to it as well. As you'll see, there is a lift going on here, and those are legit mud and snow, and yes, it has a snow emblem, so it can handle legit snow. Right now we're testing it. We're at the base of what we call Sean's Run, which is right behind the van, where I come up here to go splitboarding all the time. It's about 10,500 feet in elevation, and the turbo did very well at elevation. It's one of the nice things about having a turbo. Now, there's so many features that you're probably observing as well. So you have, it's a tall van, and it feels pretty tall when you're driving it, to be honest. The very first 15-20 minutes I was kind of intimidated by the size of it, but it started to make a lot more sense as I drove it. It being a Mercedes has a lot of safety features like lane departure and let you know if there's a vehicle behind you and all those things, and make this actually a very approachable and maneuverable vehicle to drive. And I was really impressed with that. Plus there's really adequate backup cameras and all these features that makes driving in the city as well in the mountains or wherever you're going to drive it very enjoyable. So you'll see this window back here, and I'll show you on the inside as well. That window slides open, and the door, this is the main door. Let's get into it. Things are about to get real exciting. All right, let's go into the van. As you'll see right there, these seats are removable. Those two red handles right there, you simply open them both up and you can move the seat forward or backward. In this case right there, we took out the fourth seat so that we had access to the inside of the van. The Dometic cooler is optional. There are a few options. That one has dual handle access, which is really nice. The bed is so nice. You'll see right here, there are adjustable racks all throughout. That dark gray or black aluminum, those little holes. And what that allows for is you can adjust the bed up, down. You can add a second bed, a bunk bed if you have kiddos. And then these are the MULE bags. These are optional as well, about $400 a piece. And you can slide them left and right. And you can see right there, and there's an option for one to go right there as well. Right there is a fan. It is remote controlled, and the remote is in that bag right there, and I'll show you how that operates here in a second. It will exhaust air, or it'll bring air in, and even in rain or snow you can operate it because there is a shield up there, and I'll show you that in a moment too. The fan right there is actually really helpful. It is remote controlled. Check this out. So you can use this in the rain or snow because it's got a shield above the fan. And right now I have it air out, but I can easily flip it around to air in. And then it'll come in and circulate the air. So there it goes. So the Chloe dog and myself have fresh air, even though it is currently raining out there. So that's a really fun feature. Another feature that makes this very livable is the heater. Check this out. So this right here is actually a heater, and it again is remote control as well. There are two options, and I'll put both below. It is diesel powered, and the remote control for that is installed, if I can get to focus, yep, right there. So that guy right there is, you turn them on, let's do that for us. And you can turn it to heat, you can change the temperature, the duration of time you want to use it, and so forth. We don't need it right now though. Now I will turn off the fan and then give you a closer look at this rail system. So here is that modular rail system going up and around and back there, allowing you to add all the accessories you want. As you see currently, we have the bed, very sizable bed at that, with my dog Chloe. And before we start testing out, we actually had a secondary bed right here. So for kiddos and so forth, that'd be fantastic. And then the nice wood, the track system back there, right there. Yeah, this check doesn't exist yet, so don't pay attention to that. But you can see where we created our own hook system. Very easy to do so. Just a really nice system. Yeah, that is our setup we have in here. And again, I'm standing up. I'm 6'1", and I have plenty of space left over in this van, which I'm super stoked about. There is ability to add many different hooks. There is one of the hooks right there. There are tons of them included, and you can create your own coat rack or a gear rack or whatever you want. And there's ample storage up above right there. So we got additional sleeping bags, quilts and stuff like that. And then we'll go into the van and I'll show you around. It being a Mercedes, it's got multiple adjustment options for the seat. Very nice cockpit, if you will. 4 cup holders. I found the cup holders be kind of small, but that's like the least of my concerns. There is that overhead storage once again. This is optional. This wood trim is optional. You can also opt for these little lights. They're super easy to operate, and there are several throughout this 144 build. This window right here has a screen, so you can slide open even when there are bugs out. You can also pop the window open as I currently have it. This one is the Arctic window. It's another option, and it will pop open without a screen. Nice option in the dry weather. And like I said, here are the mule bags, and in there I have some clothes. In this one I have our pantry, and this one I have our electronics. And there's my dog Chloe. Check out the tires. There they are. Hi Chloe dog. That's the mud and snow tires right there. Substantial lift. This one has the optional winch. I've not had to use that, thank goodness. Weather. And that's why it's nice to have something like this. We can just go into the van, hang out, play some games, watch some movies, and hopefully seeing it in this light shows you the size of it. Very approachable. One of my favorite things is actually this gear storage back here. This makes life easy. If you are a gear junkie like we are, then you'll appreciate this. What we have here, we get these clips right here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. So what we do is the blue clips come down and these slide out, and then you have access to all your gear right there. And this is the optional Goal Zero Yeti 3000 battery. We have reviews on the Goal Zero 1000, the Yeti 1000. We absolutely love it. It's a great battery. And that goes up to a solar panel on the roof right there. and you can see right there is the rear backup camera and all that. It keeps things nice and safe. These again are optional. I would opt for them as it makes life really, really streamlined for packing and organizing. And we'll come back to the van. One last gander. Again, the Dometic cooler is optional. We have reviews on the Dometic CFX 55 dual zone or ice making one. A lot of the gear you've probably seen in this review, the Patagonia hoodie it's not out yet, comes out in the spring of 2023. We have reviews on. So if you're curious about the additional gear, we'll have all those links below. But hopefully seeing the mule bags, the bed, and all the build outs on this one is helpful. I did a line item and I'll put that below so you can see each option, and I'll put a link to the Adventure Wagon customizable portal. It's really user friendly. So it will walk you through how to customize that. And I believe all the stuff I showed you here is around $48,000 installed. You can do it yourself, I believe, or you can have them do it. I'd probably have them do it unless you're very competent, which I am not, which is why I think this is such an approachable van for a lot of people, is it's a safe Mercedes. It's easy to drive. The last family that used it had 2 kids. We simply have one dog and my wife, and she's loved it. I'll put a lot of pictures of us using it here in the mountains of Colorado. Like I mentioned, I'll be using this to do a lot of split boarding and winter adventures. Well, yeah, it's actually very approachable, very easy to navigate, and the features and creature comforts make it oh so nice. I'll include a secondary video of my friend Kevin installing the bed and taking the beds out. And, you know, it's like I said, modular system, easy to use, approachable, very comfortable. Oh, I love that screen window right there. Makes hanging out in the rain and snow very pleasant. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I don't want to give it back, but we have to. We've actually had 15 different Engearment riders come through the van and check it out to see what they like about it, drive it around, and take on some small adventures as well. We're big fans. So again, the company is Adventure Wagon. I'll put links below on that customizable portal so you can go through your build out. And if you have any questions, which I hope you do, put those in the comments below. Want to see more content, more van life stuff like this, as well as all the gear that goes into it? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Sean Sewell, owner and director of Stoke. Thank you for spending some time with us. Hope you found this helpful. Till next time, take care.